Hello friends, welcome back. What I have for you today is a very unique form of practice that I have been using and adapting to my playing over the course of the years, and it has dramatically changed the way that I improvise and the way that I express myself as a musician. And what's crazy about this is it does not involve an exercise or a scale or anything that you have traditionally heard of when you say, oh, I'm gonna sit down and practice. I'm not even gonna tell you today you need to learn a certain song or anything like that. What I'm gonna show you is something that's super simple, but if you apply it to your playing, it will dramatically change the way that you improvise, because it's going to unlock this ability within you. So check this out. Everybody has this natural creativity within them. Every musician has it. Everybody has it. Really, it's just some people use it in different ways than others. And as musicians, it is our job to use this inner creativity within us and to get it out of the instrument so we can bring value to the people around us. And so for most of us, the disconnect is between us and the instrument. You have this creativity within you. You know what it should sound like. You know what's supposed to happen. You just can't get it out the instrument. There's a disconnect between us and the instrument. Just like when you were growing up and you were learning how to speak, there was a disconnect between what was in your mind and what you were able to speak out of your mouth. And it was blah, 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 like that at first, until you were able to learn some vocabulary, you were able to learn some things, and you were able to create cohesive sentences. It's the same type of thing with this instrument. We're trying to remove the disconnect. And what I'm gonna show you today, this practice method, is super simple, and it's gonna help you overcome that. And it's literally as simple as this: practice random stuff, okay? Practice playing random stuff. That's really it. And I know this might sound crazy, but what's happening when I do this is I am allowing myself to create. I'm practicing being creative, and that's what this is all about. And there isn't a scale that I'm trying to follow when I do this. There isn't a mode or a method that I'm trying to follow when I do this. I'm sitting down and I'm practicing whatever comes to my mind. And so let's just see what happens when I do it today. So what's going on when you practice this way? What's happening is this, and why this is so effective. You're removing all of the things that normally block you from being creative when you play music. Let me tell you what I mean. So most of the time you're thinking about chord progressions, form, the song, maybe the tempo, melodies, harmonies. All these different things are going on in your head. Even if you're just sitting and practicing a song by yourself in a practice room. Like you're thinking about all these different things that are going on. And so when you practice this way, when you remove all of those things, what happens is now you can really connect what's going on in here to what comes out of here. And when you do that, you start to really discover some crazy things. Like you will hear yourself play stuff and you're like, man, that was pretty cool. Like that sounded pretty cool. And then that's when you'll be able to record some of those things and then use those ideas later in your compositions, or maybe in your solos, or whatever you're doing. You're disconnecting yourself from the things that normally distract you from being creative, and you're just connecting what's going on in here to what's coming out the instrument. And that is a super powerful tool that a lot of us do not use. Most of the time when we practice, we go in, okay, I'm gonna practice my scales today, I'm gonna practice this song today, I'm gonna practice this whatever it is, long list of things that you have to do. But there is so much power in just playing what comes to your mind. Just play what comes to your mind and let it flow out, because you're practicing improvising, so that then the next time that you actually are improvising, now I'm more confident in myself. Now I know kind of what I sound like, kind of the ideas that I come up with. I have a general idea, right? And I'm comfortable being creative. So if you want to be comfortable being creative and improvising or creating bass lines or whatever it is in front of people, you have to be creative and do that with yourself and by yourself. There's no way that you're gonna be able to be creative in front of people if you don't do it by yourself. So do this by yourself and just do it for a couple minutes a day, like 5 minutes a day. Just practice this and see how it really opens up your playing and opens up your ability to improvise, your ability to create, and your ability to just play freely as a musician. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to have a discussion about this. I'll see you next time.